Hi, guys. So today I wanted to talk to you about why your decisions matter and how important it is that you do the right things. So I am studying the Bible character Noah, and I have been having like these epiphanies every single day that I read something about him. And this story is like so incredible to me. And I don't know, all of a sudden I just become really obsessed with Noah. But it had me thinking today about the relationship that Noah had with God. So remember we talked about Noah and how he was basically the only human being that was following God's directions, that was living for God, that was doing everything God wanted and that God was actually pleased with. So I want you to take a moment and think about that. Out of all the people on the entire universe, there was only one person that God was pleased with during this time, and that was Noah. So while Noah may not have realized it, all the little decisions that he was making in his everyday to day life, those little decisions that he made, those decisions is what helps God decide whether or not to wipe Noah out too. Like Noah saved the entire like human race because of the actions that he did on a day-to-day basis. So what I mean by that? So Noah and his family were the only human beings that were allowed to come on the ark. And from Noah, all the rest of the descendants of the entire universe exist. So if Noah had not have been so close to God and following God's directions and listening to God throughout his entire life, we probably wouldn't be here. Like I want you to just sit and think about that. Noah's family was the only family, right? They're the only human beings. And after Noah, when they get off of the ark, that's when all the other generations of people, that's where they come from. They all come from Noah. But what's most important about this concept to me is that it was because of Noah's continual obedience and continual following God and that it pleased God. And so because of Noah's day-to-day small decisions that he made, God looked down on the earth and said, I'm going to wipe everybody out of here. I am sick of everybody except Noah. He did not lose Noah. Because he saw how wonderful Noah's heart was. And so my point of all this today is that the decisions that we make, while they might seem really small and minute, they actually have a lasting impact on the people around you and your family. You know, because of Noah's wonderful actions, it doesn't even say whether or not Noah's kids were bad. It doesn't even say if his wife was a hot mess. Like all of his family were able to survive and not be wiped out in the flood just by Noah's actions. So I encourage you today that to remember or be mindful that the decisions that you make, they're not just for you. They're not just about you. If Noah had told God, yeah, God, I don't think so. I'm not doing this boat thing. I don't even know what you're talking about. Then God could be like, okay, well, I'm going to wipe everybody out. And then me and you wouldn't even be here. You know, Noah could have attitude. He could have half done what God said. But even though that whole concept seems probably crazy to Noah, because he probably had never seen anything like that or heard about a flood or anything, even through all that, his obedience is what saved his family. His decisions that he made a lasting ripple effect on all the people around them. So what decisions are you making that you need to maybe reconsider? And have you thought about the other impact that your decisions may have on not only yourself, but on the ones around you, and maybe even the people that are going to be here long after you pass away?